There we go.
Hello, everyone. My 2 people who are in here, or 0 people who are in here. Welcome to Spilling Tea, no one. I am your host, Tiffany Daniels, and this is Open Chat. So let's say hey to the people who are no longer in the room, shall we? Oh, we got 5 now. We got 5. Yay! Say hello in the chat, people. First
Shit
off,
just happened. I didn't know what I was doing. Stuff happened.
hello, Sean B. Hello, Linda A. And you already said hi.
Yeah.
So, folks, this is Chloe's last stream until I can figure out how to do it on the weekends with, not falling over and dying. So, Miss Chloe got a new job now, and unlike this poor call center brat, her weekends get to be actual weekends. Now, ask me, am I jealous? Yes, extremely so. Yes, normal weekends again. That would be nice.
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, it'll be nice actually having money come in and not just sit there and rely off the fucking government. Now, bearing in mind you're relying on like £1 an hour.
I already do it, dear. As you know, I'm already doing it. I have to do it all by my lonesome, too. Or I wouldn't be so paranoid about my job all the time. Alright, so we have KH. She says, hi, me. And hi, Chloe. So everybody tell Miss Chloe congratulations on the new job. She gets to have normal weekends. It's not fair. I mean,
Chloe gets normal weekends until she gets blackout and in the street drunk outside her workplace at 1 o'clock in the morning.
now,
I'm joking, by the way.
If any of you have seen Eternals and it's bad, please don't tell me, because that is what I am going to see the day after my birthday on Saturday with my mom. Yay!
Wait, hold on. My brain's confusion.
Oh, Chloe's brain's frozen.
No. Your birthday's the 11th, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, that's the Thursday. Friday's the 12th.
No, I said the day after. I did say the day after.
Okay. Brain's just gone. Zod!
Hey, Mr. Zod is here. Hi, Mr. Zod. He's already seen Eternal, so Zod, do not tell me if it is awful, okay?
Zod, no spoilers, please. For the love of anything holy, do not say spoilers to Tiffany.
He's done a review on it, which I have yet to see yet, because I don't work normal hours like, regular humans.
Like I will be doing.
So we are going to go see that and hopefully get food, because I get off of work at 11:30, and if it's going to be back to back like it has been, oh my god, I'm going to need a lot of food, and I will probably try to con the woman into buying me cheesecake, because yes, normally I stay on my normal diet, but this kind of week deserves cheesecake.
This kind of week needs alcohol for me.
Dang it, Zod. Rest in peace if you see it. Thanks. Well, she wants to see it, and there's this weird masochistic side of me that likes to say, okay, how
You're
bad
a sucker for punishment?
is it?
You're a sucker for punishment.
Well, so is he. He watches the Batwoman on CW. You want to talk about a glutton for punishment? This guy right here.
Are you both suckers for punishment?
Our morbid curiosity gets the best of us.
So it does kill the cat then? Is that how it killed Daco? Or is that too personal level?
I didn't hear it, to be honest. I'm still half deaf.
Good.
No, I've literally had nothing for 3 solid days of back to back to back calls, and some of it is the stupidest shit. It says it's out of stock, but how long when it is literally right above, like literally right underneath where it says out of stock, right to the side, it tells them when it comes back into stock. But does that mean I can't order it? Back to back to back. Like,
You gotta love those people.
if anyone wants to know what that tweet was about earlier from me that said, kill me, there
Yeah,
you
I saw that.
go. There you go. Right there. Okay. Oh God, people hate him. So I'm gonna guess it's the Immortals.
Mm.
And yes, we know you're a glutton for punishment, Mr. Zod. You went and watched freaking that George Clooney Batman simply because you are a sucker for punishment, and you used it as amusement for us. Or as we of I and Zod's generation refer to that. And yes, I know we're 6 minutes in, but we all refer to that movie as Bat Nipples.
Bad
Oh.
nipples.
They put nipples on the bat suit. I'm not.
Why? Why is that a thing?
It was a thing. It was very much a thing. Like, I literally refused to see it for that reason, and literally Batman is the only DC character that I actually really...
You can't screw up.
And like, no, I can't watch Number in Batman. I can't do it. I can't do it. Dark days. Yes, dark days indeed. Those late 90s. Late 90s had some good movies, but oh my God, some of them were just awful. Awful bad. Like the Star Wars prequels. Yeah, Nina's losing her shit.
Yep. I'm also going to say I'm going to get absolutely white girl wasted on Friday because it'll be my final day of not being employed, and then I'm going to get absolutely just fucked.
Well, enjoy that. Enjoy that. My Friday, shall go out, go see a movie, go to bed at stupid o'clock early, so I won't be half dead when I have to wake up for the next day. God. And then they're gonna have Way Day, which you are literally supposed to have 5 minutes for each call. I'm like, yep, I'm gonna need a lot of tea and cough drops.
And probably smoke some weed in between.
Yeah, but folks, bat nipples was a thing in the 90s for you youngins. I think most of us are about around I and Zod's age that usually frequent here, but it was...
I am 20. Rude.
I said most. But
rude.
Even some of Marvel's were just bad back then.
If we're talking like early 2000s, then yeah, maybe.
Yeah, some of them were just bad. Don't even get me started on... Yeah, no, we won't mention the bad Daredevil movie. Just bad.
Zod. Shit.
Youngin. Hey Todd,
am I allowed to low key just flip him off?
Oh, he doesn't care. PB tells him to fuck off all the time when he's not asleep.
There.
Okay then. Judah says, I'm old enough to be your mom. I don't know, Dina. You might be my mom's age. I'm not sure. My mom doesn't look her age either.
We're not going to get into my family because basically my mum's your age, Tiff.
Everyone else, though, it's just giggling. We'll let you have that. We'll let you have that. You deal with enough when you have to deal with those teenagers that you have to deal with at the mall.
I have to deal with self-entitled little shits. Also, update about my front door.
Oh, go on.
I'm getting it tomorrow!
Nice. Very nice.
I can finally kiss that thing that's covered in shit and like poop and
Excuse me.
dirt and kick marks covered by the Essex police. Fuck you, Brandon. Did I just say that out loud?
Oh, and by the way, JD versus AH. People have already seen my rant about it on Twitter. I'm sure you did. But I just gotta say it, folks. You may not know it about me, but my actual degree is in graphic arts. That's what I studied when I was in school. Granted, because ableism is rampant around here, I've never worked in my field. However, when people ask me, but do you really believe AH's photos are edited? Not only are they edited, but they are the worst goddamn fake edited photos I have ever seen in my entire life. Bad. It's just bad. It's awful, and I am not over it. I'm not even remotely over it. The fact that she managed to convince all of these people with those photos. My
yeah,
God.
I was looking at those, by the way. You could tell they were heavily photoshopped.
And badly. All you have to do is Google an image of what a black eye and a broken nose is supposed to look like. Your nose is
Hold on, I need to call my FBI agent.
Literally over here, like it has to be like literally like this.
My next door neighbor, she had a really abusive relationship. I'm not going to get into it because it's not my place to say. But long story short, the staff know about what happened to her. And long story short, she can't go back to a place that she calls home. Then I moved in and I dragged her out of bed every single day just to make her happy.
I mean, I'm just saying, you can literally Google. If your friends are so goddamn incompetent that they can't so much as Google an image of a black eye and then Photoshop that shit appropriately, and then the newspapers, this is what really gets me. They have on staff graphic designers. Why the hell did they let that run? That it's shoddy, horrible work. And the fact that it has convinced as many people as it did that these things happened when they are done so bad.
I mean, the bruise that I was walking around with on this side of my face, because I went flying faceplant into my metal security door. Yeah, it didn't end too well. Yeah. Staff actually thought that my ex-boyfriend beat me up.
Yeah, with graphic arts, Linda, Missouri is a little bit odd. We're ahead on a lot of things.
We live in a fucking backwoods society.
Except employment. A good majority of the issues nowadays are in employment. There's a lot of us out there with degrees. We end up in call centers or fast food joints or
we end up like working customer service in a corner shop. Guilty.
But yeah, that happens a lot. I mean, out here, as far as treatment plans and everything, we're light years ahead of just about everybody I've seen so far. But when it comes to general employment and the way the community treats us, that's a whole different ballgame. And it is damn near impossible for one of us to get a job in our actual field.
Another thing, big shout out to my mother. She gave me a reload of tobacco and she bought my food shop. for this week
Yay!
because I'm broke until Friday.
Yay! Oh my god, Gina, I've had zits worse than her black eye.
Are we talking about pimples right now? Because I've got like 3 on one side of my face, and none of you can see them.
But yeah, I'm just not over it. As somebody who would like analyze and reanalyze my work when I would turn it into my professors and just went like apeshit hyper anal when I was developing my portfolio and making sure that I got the coloring and everything perfect, to see such shoddy work and see it used somewhat successfully, I might add, to convince people that something happened to someone. I feel personally insulted. I know that sounds weird, but I literally feel personally insulted. I don't know. Is that weird? Chat, let me know. Is that weird? God. It'll probably take me a while to get over it. But anyways, on the good note, now that I got my rant out, folks, she has to give over her devices because it is very obviously that they were edited.
Uh-oh, she in trouble.
In fact, the news is, Miss Chloe, that he had Johnny's experts took a look at those photos and showed pretty conclusively, I might add, that they were edited literally 2018, right before that op-ed came out and right before the Sun article came out.
Oh, gosh.
Now, there's some speculation about her device.
Big shits.
First of all, why an iPad? I can understand why you would edit photos right now on an iPad 8. They've developed since then quite a bit. But could somebody explain to me why the hell you would have used that to edit a photo back in 2016? Can anybody?
No.
Why in the hell were you not using an actual graphic design rig designed to do that? I mean, she is in this for millions of dollars, right? She's trying to squeeze them for all he has.
Mondays, when like Christmas rolls around this year, she's gonna get prosecuted, and I'm gonna sit there absolutely shit-faced off my ass, drunk as hell, at Christmas because she's gotten prosecuted.
You wouldn't think, though, if she was planning to do all of this, she would have invested at least a little. Invested into someone who actually knew what the fuck they were doing.
Oh, God, yeah.
You would think, right? You would think somebody would be like, we need to use this software program from 2016. We got to do this really smooth so nobody can tell it's edited. We got to make the light look natural. God, just seriously.
My TV just decides to be a really clingy girlfriend. Are you still watching?
The needy girlfriend. I get it.
Yes. The clingy girlfriend. The worst one.
Oh, good God, yeah. Linda, out here, what we're good for is call center work.
And retail?
Now, imagine being freaking autistic and having to mask all day on the phones or all day in front of people in fast food or retail. You, by the end of the day, you are just flat out beyond mentally exhausted. Oh my God, nah, she's a woman. She shouldn't need evidence at all, right?
All she needs to do is she just needs to flash her tits. That's basically what it is. And then
what tits?
I mean, if we're talking about tits, like, I can whip out one of me fucking bras right now.
I'm sorry. I'm not against those who are actually a little smaller. I'm a little jealous of that personally because issues come with these guys. Issues.
Yes.
They
Can
are a
confirm.
pain in the ass. But
Can confirm.
at the same time, what's she going to flash?
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, but the thing is, like, big-chested female problems. Am I right, though, Tiff?
Right.
I mean, I can feel you on a spiritual level with the big-chested problems.
As can my mom, the poor thing. She even had the reduction done. And you know what, folks? Horror story of horror stories, they grew back. Yeah.
Horror story, kids.
Tina.
That shit don't work.
I don't want to think about hers. Thank you. I don't need that kind of mental scarring.
No, they don't. They haven't invented eye bleach yet.
No, that would require full-on blame breach. I would need to erase her entirely from my memory.
Yes. If Harry Potter was a real thing, I'm going to say obliviate and erase those memories.
Be one of those things, well, Voldemort, who wants their memories erased? I volunteer.
I volunteer as tribute. Ow. Ow.
Like, there are images that need to be unseen.
Ow.
There are a lot of images that already need to be unseen. I'm not even gonna lie there.
I'm okay. Ow.
Where she's dancing with the little boy. Yeah, okay. Two things on that one. I hate saying anything in her favor. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But in all honesty, that little boy looked perfectly happy. He did not look disturbed in any way. But at the same time, you have a little boy, and your first thought is to dance like a stripper.
With mom.
And then swing his hands around. What planet am I living on that is considered cute?
Right, hold on. I need to phone social services real quick.
What the actual fuck? What the actual fuck?
Okay, they said they were closed and told me to fuck off and call back later.
I don't get it. Folks, it is not cute to act in that sort of manner around the kid. The kid themselves may be having a blast, but you know what? Young kids are innocent. They don't know what's going on.
No.
They don't know.
Oh, shade.
Shade.
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe she could have done a child appropriate dance like the hokey pokey, like most adults do around children. Just say it. There are dances that you do with kids.
I grew up in a generation where twerking was appropriate.
My God. Well, she used to pull. Now, I have nothing against those who work as strippers. I don't. I really don't. There are quite a few extremely intelligent women. They make a lot of money doing it. They invest it. They're smart. So you know what? Freaking more power to those sort of women. But for people who try to make themselves holier than thou, such as she.
Yes. My auntie taught me how to pole dance, but I'm not going to do it on string for the sake of people's eyes and brains, because they have not invented brain bleach.
I still need brain bleach from when my brother used to jump out of nowhere and moon me and my mom, okay? Yeah, it is still there. It is still there in my memory banks. It's there. And I am still traumatized and scarred, and I'm not okay.
Gina, I am traumatized. Fuck you very much.
Okay, so let's see here. That was my thought too. And Linda says, right after the clip of Johnny and the little girl on the red carpet started to go around, always trying to cop. She does. She does. For all she says she hates him and she's so afraid of him, she sure does try to copy every single thing he does. She's still doing it. It's creepy. Would you be that obsessed with someone who abused you that you would literally try to recreate every single thing that they do after you've been split for like 5 years?
am way too sober for this shit. Long story short, but basically, that's not fear. That is a deadly obsession.
It gives me Joni Arias vibes.
It's deadly obsession. And I'm not gonna lie, we need to save JD before he does get killed, if the worst comes to worst.
She is basically Glenn Close in Fatal Attraction, only Glenn Close looks a hell of a lot better in that movie. Just saying. I would not put it past her to do the scene with the bunny. Would not. Oh, even you know about the bunny scene.
I vaguely do, but the thing is, right, my childhood mind was a lot more innocent than people think. Considering I had a fucked up, teenage years.
Oh no, I was messed up from early age.
I was fucked up from my teenage years.
I'm pretty sure the only thing kid-like for me, the only thing really kid-like at all, was my love of comics. That's pretty much it.
I found out something today that I didn't know when I was a little girl. I was a weeboo since I was really young. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, there was a TV show over here in the UK called Spider Riders. And I only found out today it was an anime. So yes, I was a weeboo since I was, I don't know, 5?
I was at 5 still watching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We had X-Men, the animated series that came out when I was a kid, came out a little bit later. My God, Captain Planet was still on. Anybody around while Captain Planet was still playing?
I know one episode that was really fucked up. It's about drug addiction and shit. It tackled a really adult subject for a kid's show.
I need to feel not alone here. Does anybody else remember Captain Planet? I remember Captain Planet. And Ren and Stimpy.
Why do I right? Ren and Stimpy does sound familiar, but then again, Nickelodeon didn't change from the early 2000s. So
Sherry, yep, that was our childhood too. God, we had Rugrats. Later on, as I was getting older, we had Rocko's Modern Life. And Gina's was Captain Scarlet. Somewhere internally in my head, I can almost hear my mom saying, "We had Captain Kangaroo. Shut the hell up."
But your mom's terrifying. You don't even need to explain. You'll be bitching to Paul whilst I'm on the phone. I'll be sitting there twiddling my thumbs or smoking a cigarette. And it'll just be yeah.
It's okay. If a movie's bad, my mom and I will bitch together out loud. And everyone, shut up. And my mom just really, you're enjoying this? The House Mouse, actually, that package was a fan, a crazy borderline obsessed fan. Some of her fans are some of the weirdest people. They call us weird. And sure, I own that. I'm batshit insane. I own that shit. I have papers. I own that.
I'd known to the mental health clinic that says shit.
But some of her fans are completely bonkers. Bonkers.
What? Worse than mine? Worse than me?
They like completely lost their minds. Like
worse than me. Okay, I have one up there.
Like you have at least some critical thinking skills. The backwards types of gymnastics that they do to try and make what she says true. One sent this tweet out. She only said that she thought her nose and eyes and everything was broken. That she didn't say they were. I'm like, honey, I got court docs to prove it. Like I want to be like Ross Perot just once in my life. Pull it up like it's the size of a graph, and I'd be like, and I got this court document here to prove it. By the way, I did love Ross Perot. That was when I was young, and I loved watching those debates. I loved every time he brought out a graph. And he was very, very intelligent. I know everybody made fun of how he spoke, but think about the empire he managed to build. This was a guy who literally in the 70s had some employees that were kidnapped in the Middle East. And instead of letting the U.S. government handle it, he flew out on a private jet and negotiated to get his employees back to Texas. I'm just saying, he might have a graph to prove it, but apparently that shit works. Just saying.
Right, here's my thing. The fact that, like, we don't need guns and violence. We just need, like, negotiations. It's pretty fucking awesome.
Hey, you know what we should do? What? Send Ross Perot. What? With all his graphs, do it. But how's he going to fix it? Watch.
One of my neighbors said to me I think it was like July time, if everybody smoked weed, it would be fine. Bearing in mind, my neighbor said this when she was so doped up. And she said this, bearing in mind, she's stoned as hell at this point. And I'm just like...
My stepmom used to joke that we needed to put Prozac in the water system. Everybody just needs... Then there's me. It doesn't do anything. What? I'm sorry, but it's one of those things that my anxiety and my paranoia issues, unfortunately for y'all, it comes from a very intelligent place. It actually does. Which makes it worse because you can't I can't logic my way out of it.
Brain work. Oh yeah, this is what I was gonna say. Can we bitch about films for like a couple of minutes or seconds, depending on how long we've got?
Yeah, but I gotta talk about freaking Sturge. Oh my god. You want to talk about a simp beyond all simps? My god, Sturge. He is special. He always, excuse me, always tries to spin it in her favor. But for those of us who have critical thought, the way that he does it is so nonsensical. I blocked him a long time ago just for the sake of my sanity. Like, I'm aware there are people out there that are so obsessed with people that they will try to turn anything they do into good. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and I've seen some of her girl fans, will call them her turd stains, that will be like, well, maybe she did do all that, but is it really so bad he's a man? Yes, honey. Yes. And if y'all try that with my brother, my stepfather, my uncle, or God forbid you come at my nephews, God help you. Only God would be able to help you at that point.
Yeah. Also, Linda just turned around and said, "Watching you makes me like wish I could smoke inside." The thing is, my housing rules say that like, as long as you don't set the fire alarm off, you're fine.
One thing you gotta love about public housing.
Yes.
And folks, yes, upon a time, I was in public housing. But over here in Missouri, if you are considered no longer disabled enough, you get your Medicaid, your Social Security, and your Section 8 housing ripped from you. So if y'all want to know why I'm always extremely paranoid about losing jobs, being able to provide for myself, there you go. It was all ripped out from underneath my feet, and I had to find an apartment quick. I don't want to go back to those days. Those days were not good times, so that's where a lot of the paranoia comes from there.
Okay, so I'm gonna be doing a screen share real quick. This is for where I live.
Okay.
Oh gosh. What's going on? Interwebs. Work. Interwebs. There we go. I'm gonna zoom in for you.
I see.
Oh god, nope. Move over. Scroll down. It basically started in London.
I gotcha. We call it Section 8 out here in my state. Section 8 is a particular waiver through HUD, Housing and Urban Development, which that was what my ability to be inside Crowhaven, which was assisted living facility, was a part of.
I'm giving you a cigarette, Tiffany. Like, take, like, just on the camera. There you go. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're okay.
Today. I'm in a really weird space today, guys. So don't ask.
You are jubilant. You've got a job. And you know what? The way things are right now, you have a field that you majored in, so did I. I also had a field that I worked in and know an exceptionally large amount of information in, which is the advocacy specialist position. I know more about social work, ADA, disability bill of rights, and all kinds of disability laws, the IDEA, the IEP laws, than I care to share. And as of right now, and for the last several years, it's damn near to get possible for me to get a job in either one. And in one, I have an extreme level of experience and expertise. So when we are happy over getting a call center job or Chloe getting the job that she got in retail,
fucking sucks.
You know what?
I haven't even started yet, and I really wish like my 6 months were up already.
But we're allowed to have our happy moment in spite of how much stress and how exhausting it is to do those type of jobs, because that's who's hiring people like us.
Hold on. What am I looking for?
Oh, Chloe's gonna pull up a thing. Gina,
Right.
you hang out the window.
Okay, so I'm going to screen share this one as well. This is what I'm working for.
Okay.
So there we go, McCall's. Gina probably knows it because she's British.
Okay, let me pull it up. So McCall's is way too tiny type for Tiffany.
I scrolls in.
McCall's is a leading neighborhood retailer with a network of 1,265 convenience stores and newsagents across England, Scotland, and Wales. Our aim is to provide a great range of quality everyday products and services close to where people live and available when they need them. So they're either our version of Walmart or our version of Come and Go.
Mm.
Right. Yeah, I was for the first 6 years out of high school placed in assisted living. What's really funny is every single succeeding manager that was there during my time there would literally ask, "Why are you here?" Every
Okay,
report says you are on target, you're on top of everything. Why are you here? And all I can say is, ask my aunt.
Hold on. Linda, the reason your windows don't come out that far is because they've got a safety catch. One of mine has been broken because fucktard. Basically, I broke one of the windows. Got broken when I had to have my door kicked down. As you can hear, the seething resentment in my voice. I actually really do not like that kid.
I feel you.
I know, that's why I smoke in my living room. Linda, I also smoke in my living room, so I don't smoke in the bedroom. I will forbid myself to smoke in the bedroom. Because it actually, when you wake up first thing in the morning, you really want to be sick with the smell of stagnant smoke.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I grew up with it at this point. Even when I was a kid and not doing it, I still smelled like it. And I was still nose blind to it.
Yeah. Also, another thing, guys, you're gonna see me not filtered, not wearing makeup because this is gonna be my final stream. I hope it's not my final stream, but it might be my final stream.
You're like, Tiffany, this means on Saturdays when you're exhausted, you can do at least a brief stream for me so I can say hi to the peoples. or Chloe, you could get to work on your own channel.
Yes.
And start having streams on there.
I need to stop being a lazy fucker and actually doing something. But the thing is, I'm not sure how much work's going to wipe me out, so...
This is why I do my streams on Mondays, because they are my Fridays. And
all right.
By weekend, I can do whatever the hell I want, which most of the time means I'm going to sit here on this nice, very comfy Walmart couch, that I buy with JD's checks. And I sit there and I stare at my documentaries. And that's pretty much what I do on my weekends. I decompress. I stare at the TV.
We have screens.
I mean, come on. I mean, don't be like that, Chloe. I've earned that shit.
Fair enough.
I have more than earned with the level of stupid I deal with day in and day out. I deserve my 15 an hour, and I deserve to decompress. My God, at least I'm not my mom. She's freaking nuts. If you all want to know a schedule that is nuts, 9 a.m. in the morning till midnight. I'm just saying, no, we're not talking 3 days a week and you get you get your time period in, and then you can actually have a very long weekend. No, that's 5 days a week.
I'm going to
And
be up at 7:30 tomorrow morning as well because I'm getting my front door fixed at around about 8:30, and it takes me about an hour to get ready in the morning.
I don't want to hear it. I am up every day on my weekdays at 1 a.m. in the damn morning.
Are we really having a dick fighting competition right now, Tiffany? Because I do not want to deal with this.
I'm just airing my jealousy is all. I miss sleep.
What is sleep? Right, here's the thing as well. I probably won't. I'll probably be like sleeping so much. I've been sleeping so much, so I'm like, I've got loads. I haven't got loads of energy, and that's the worst part. So I'm like, the depression's kicking in like a motherfucker at the moment.
That and people like us, the neurodiverse, our side of it, when you just have just the autism, so to speak, but you don't have like any part of the ADHD and you don't have caffeine, we tend to be very low energy, just calm people unless like some stupid starts up around us.
I didn't see 1 a.m. last night. I crashed out around about 11, so I was just like, yeah, cool, whatever. So I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm surprised the neighbors didn't complain about my snoring. Bearing in mind, she's up 24/7, so I'm like, how the fuck is she not dead?
So, folks, in case you're curious, oh, there we go. That's what I was trying to do. So, in case you all are curious, here's what my days look like on my work days. I get up every morning at 1 a.m. I watch
7 o'clock UK time.
I drink my coffee. I
exercise for about like 20 minutes.
I exercise. I do my video for the day. I do my thumbnail for the video for the day. I drink like 2 mugs full of calming tea, which includes extract shots of St. John's wort in each one of them, as well as the kava tea, to keep my calm and try to calm down my paranoia for what I know is going to be a long day of stupid. I get off at 3:30, throw food in my face, and try to get to bed by 5 o'clock p.m. so I can at least try to get as close to 8 hours as I possibly can.
I don't see 1 a.m. light at the moment because I'm like sleeping in, so I'm sleeping at the moment.
Gina says her sleep patterns suck.
Mine did for a while. I didn't go to bed until like 2, 3 in the morning once. No, correction, I didn't go to bed until 7 in the morning.
God, when I was younger, I used to be able to like stay up late, then get up early to take the bus to my job. God, I'd be
What's the bus first thing in the morning? I don't have that.
I was like running like maybe on 3 hours of sleep, but still ready to go. I couldn't pull that now. No way in hell.
I can't even pull that now, and I'm like 20, so.
But I wanted to stay up to watch my animes.
I diagnosed you with TB. No, not TB. Weeaboo. Ooh. Okay, so anime opinion time.
Okay.
I watched the original Hellsing, not Hellsing Ultimate, the original Hellsing.
Oh.
Okay, it's not as gory as Ultimate, and it doesn't go in depth the story than it doesn't go in depth about the story in normal, but Ultimate they do. And I'm just like, there are certain things that don't make sense in the original that make sense in the Ultimate.
Yeah, no, I get you. And
for example, how did because I've watched the Ultimate and I've watched the normal one. They missed one vital bit of evidence, one vital bit of information that you needed. For example, why did Ceres not turn into a ghoul when all her other colleagues turned into ghouls and she turned into a vampire? Why did she turn into a vampire and not into a ghoul?
They turned her.
Right, here's the thing though. In Ultimate, he said, Integra says, you need to basically die a virgin, in theory, to become a vampire.
That is stupid and not a part of the literature anywhere.
No, but if you listen to Ultimate, it's actually quite true. Because it makes more sense if you think about it than in Ultimate. Like in Ultimate, it actually works, but it actually explains the lore and the story. In the original, it doesn't make sense. So
okay, so they were talking about no time to socialize. So my leisure time and my time to be social is my weekends, or when I have PTO to use, I use that. And
hold on,
my social circles basically consist of all my peoples online, my best friend who is Army still to this day, and she lives out in Colorado Springs, so that's more going with them when they run the Spartan, so I can like tag along and go see her. And I go out with my mom, and the thing is, I'm okay with that. I am okay with that because it is beyond exhausting being out amongst, for lack of a better term, normal people.
Remember the 5th of November.
I can't, because the 5th of November was when that happened at Fort Hood. And my brother was there. My brother was there when the massacre at Fort Hood, November 5th, happened. And I didn't even know about it until I got home from work that day. I had been doing one of my conference rounds, which means there was about a 6-month time period where I might like see my apartment maybe once or twice within a week if I were lucky. So I had just come home from that, and there it was on the news. And by then they had gone into lockdown, and I called everyone. Mom, uncle, grandma. I even called my Aunt Rhonda, and we do not get along. Trying to find out what was going on. Was he okay? I was freaked the hell out. Yeah, DGH, I'm talking about the massacre at Fort Hood, 5th of November, many moons ago. My brother was stationed there at the time, and I got home at 5 p.m. that day, could not get a hold of anyone, could not figure out if he was all right. And then this asshole that is my brother,
Gina's bottom comment,
gets a hold of me at 11 o'clock at night. And I've been freaking out all day, like since 5 p.m. And literally his first thing he says is, "What?" I'm like, "Oh no, you didn't." Like, I'm making sure you are alive, asshole. because they shot those people. I was just making sure because there wasn't a lot of news at the time that you weren't one of them. So yeah, I won't forget the 5th of November, and I know it's Guy Fawkes Day too. I know the saying about him, the only guy who ever came to Parliament with honest intentions.
Yes, but the reason being was a firework night. Oh my god. I went into the hostel to go and have a shower because my shower packed up again. Fucking hate my face. And basically, long story short, I was walking back to mine. So bearing in mind, I have me dressing gown, I have me shower stuff. Fireworks are flying right overhead. I hate fireworks. I really hate fireworks. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, this is how I die.
Also, for those of you guys who worry about me being social, don't. When I have the opportunity, I go see the bands downtown. Sometimes by myself,
like me.
Sometimes with friends. But you know what? I like my documentaries at this age.
We like to be antisocial fucks, don't we, Tiffany?
In fact, when Judy's like, I don't know, I'll make you all breakfast or something, I'm like, dude, just make me some more docs. Make me some more docs and we're good. Make me some more documentaries and we're good because he has a talent for it.
A link into, what's it? My Five or something? Yeah, there's a really good documentary at the moment about Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Mine seem to be more. Usually they're history based. I've been obsessed with, and I have studied history for years and years and years. I literally over there have a Cambridge history textbook on the Crusades sitting in my bookcase. I have the complete works of Josephus, who was a first century Jewish historian who was there during that first century, during that time, during the fall of the Herod's Temple. These are the things I study when I have some free time. I love history. I love mythology. I love theology. I've studied all of them since I was 10 years old, but I also do like some of those autobiographical. I like some of those documentaries, and I'm going to blame Metallica for that. I'm going to tell you why. In the 90s, Behind the Music was massive.
Fair enough.
And one of these most popular ones was Metallica Behind the Music. And my God, I watched that thing so many times that I could, at the time, actually quote from it directly. So I blame them. It's their fault.
Sorry, I'm hyper as fuck now because the caffeine's just set in.
It's okay. Get your sing on. It's good.
That and the fact I'm listening to something that happened like really relevant, which was you know the meme that I got Paul to sing to you, which was everybody was Hong Fuel fighting.
Okay.
Yeah, it literally just came up on my shuffle.
So yeah, I have studied ancient Egypt, Roman history, Greek history. I've studied the Crusades and the medieval history, and I studied the Crusades on both sides, both from the writers in the Middle East and on the side from the Europeans. That's the level of obsession I have. I like to be thorough.
Yeah. I'm so sorry if you hear music in the background.
You're good. I've studied that. I've studied the Crusades. I've studied medieval England and Scotland. Let's
give me a second. I need to go off camera and do something.
And theologies, my God. I have in my bookcase right now, I'm just going to read the titles. The Bhagavad Gita, City of God by Augustine, the Mystic Kabbalah. What else do I got in here? I have, well, Josephus, of course. I have Tolkien's version of Beowulf because, yes, I'm a sucker for old classic, and I do mean classic literature. I have Canterbury Tales somewhere around in here.
The fact that you can see all of my sofa is really impressive sometimes.
And of course, I have Lord of the Rings and the Silmarillion because it's me. And I've loved Tolkien since I was 15 years old. And I was so obsessed with that, even though it's not history, that I actually know what my name is in his made-up language of Quenya. My brother and I have literally had nerd battles, particularly when it comes to Roman battle tactics. If that can tell you my level of obsession there.
Right. Also, I'm really sorry about the awkward sex noises. I was actually just putting Voltaren on my shoulder. Because what it is, I've been waking, like, my neck's been playing up recently. And I don't know if it's because my mattress is giving out or if it's because of my pillow.
Oh, good Lord. I'm sorry. I've been through that. Justinian and Theodora would make for a very interesting movie. Hey, it's Planet Q. I haven't seen anything for a while from Zod, so I think he might either be at work or sleeping. I wouldn't blame him for either one.
Neither. But hi, Buttercup. Hi, Shalina. Hi, Anubis. Hi, everyone that's on stream.
And hi to DGH. Yeah, I watch music documentaries. Of course I watched Crock of Gold. I've watched Gonzo. I've watched the two documentaries that I know JD has done, and the one that he did on the artist that worked with Hunter S. Thompson, whose name escapes me at this point because my brain is half shut off at this point. I would like to see him do more documentaries. I'm just saying that's all I ask. That's all this humble call center jockey asks, is to have more documentaries that I can pull off my Roku and, enjoy. Because he has a real talent for it. He does. It's not often that you can get someone who can be a documentarian and get people interested who don't generally watch that sort of thing. Comedy history as well. Has anybody seen Drunk History?
Drunk History of Fall Out Boy? Yes.
No, there is a series called Drunk History.
Yes, I am aware.
And it is some of the funniest shit. Oh my God. If you're into that sort of thing, DGH, I highly recommend Drunk History. It is great. It is freaking great. It's almost like they followed me around in the 2000s. That's what that show reminds me of. Yes, I did slur out random historical facts. I was autistic and drunk, sue me. Oh, glad to see everyone's having a good time in here. Oh, before I forget, there was some news on the Stop the Shocks campaign, folks. I reported about it on my channel.
You have gotten my attention.
7 Democratic senators, yes, Democratic to the man, 7 have come out in vocal support of the FDA for them pursuing the appeal to the DC Circuit Court decision of July the 7th this past year.
In theory, they're going to free the kids.
They freaking better. If they keep that school running, I don't think it should be running. I don't think just the electric shocks should be banned, because they do a lot of other real questionable, messed up shit in that school. sleep deprivation, food deprivation, behavioral lessons. Will they jump out of nowhere, scare the crap out of these guys, holding a knife or a pin to them? The school just needs to die. The school just needs to die.
Edith Borthwick. They were a good school. They are a good school. It's for people who for like. I don't want to use the D word.
It's okay. We call ourselves disabled, dear. It's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody's the PC police in here. I won't tolerate it.
Okay. It's a school for disabled children, and it's actually it works for autistics, ADHD, more people who have like more severe learning difficulties, and it's actually really amazing sometimes just to witness what they do.
We actually have one like that, and it's one that us advocates and some parents and some professionals, we put our heads together, and what we created was Rivendell. And Rivendell is, yes, named for Lord of the Rings. Sue us. Okay.
So what? We're fucking nerds, kids.
So Rivendell is a school here in town that is for specifically autistic kids. No, I'm not just talking your classic canners. I'm talking all of us and all our variety of functioning that depending on the moment type of school. We have professionals that are allowed in there, ABA, which is not. And it was just sort of a plan that we all came together with what would be the kind of school that we wished we would have had, as opposed to being subjected to the torture that is public schooling. So it's been running here, God, I think it's been running 12, 13 years now. And there's a great deal of success with it. So I'm glad I was a part of that.
I've got something about the school that that is completely the opposite to the JRC, actually, in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Which is called Edith Borthwick.
Nice. I agree, Buttercup. Shut down the school and hold everyone who profited from the abuse of vulnerable people criminally responsible is the only outcome. I want the staff, the administration, and Matthew Israel behind bars. That's what I want.
Right. Tiffany, is my screen share working?
Okay, so, yep, I have it up here. We are a highly successful community of all ages special school for students. I'm sorry, I know it's a good school and all, but every time I see special, I freaking twitch.
I know, I get it.
Students aged 3 to 19 years old with severe and complex learning difficulties, including autism. Can we stop with the functioning levels? There are days I'm severe and can't talk. I'm just saying. The original Edith Borthwick School was purpose-built in Woking in 1976 and was designed a new model special school by Essex Local Authority in 2006. In September 2015, we moved our brand new purpose-built school in Braintree, which offers superb facilities. We currently have a 220 learner placement capacity and 248 learners on roll. The key feature of our school is the provision of a high-quality education program tailored specifically for individual needs. Well, at least there's that. God, it's not hard, people. Mm-hmm. Meeting individual needs follows a route of education healthcare planning with personalized plans engaging with a wide range of supporting agencies. The school has extended workforce with a large dedicated staff team who constantly strive to ensure each pupil and student maximizes their potential. Our wide range of special staff and facilities ensures that appropriate support and guidance is available for all students across the full curriculum age range. Gotcha. There's still a lot lacking there, I'm not going to lie.
But they're doing better
for
than the
neurotypicals, they did all right. For neurotypicals, they did all right.
Can I just say they're doing better than the JRC?
I do better than the JRC.
I actually knew someone who went to Edie Fulkwick. Believe it or not, it weren't me. But yeah, his name was, I'm going to call him KK. I'm not going to use his name, and I'm not going to use
anything else.
Hi, I'm not going to, but I'm just going to call him KK. And I would speak to his mother because she knew me. And she said KK likes the school, and he likes the fact that the way they treat him is amazing.
That's definitely glad. I'm glad to hear that. So DJ,
and the mother turned around and said, if any school that needs to be put up to standards is the JRC. And I was just like,
Now, here's a fun fact, and this is what I've been videoing on lately, and it came from a court case that is Evelyn and Antoine Nicholson versus the Freeport SD school system and the JRC. Here's an interesting, fun little fact for you. The fact of the matter is DDH, which is their version of DMH out here, has the authority to license and regulate every single other center and operations that serve people with disabilities except the JRC. And the reason why they get away with it is due to a 1988 settlement that was done when DDS tried to refuse to allow them to have a license to operate because they suspected their so-called treatment. But because back then you didn't provide any proof, so the JRC, known as the BRI back then, won, and they've been using that settlement agreement, they call it the consent decree, as a means to be above the law and above the laws and regulations that all the other centers in the state of Massachusetts have to follow ever since. They tried all the way back in 2013 to vacate it. They've tried to vacate it several times since then, but it still continues, and DDS is still not allowed to make that decision. It's insane. But this fun little fact there. And yes, DJH, anytime I see a school where their whole idea is we must use behavioral control, when you hear the word control, you need to be concerned.
Yes. Brain. Oh, about 12 months ago, a year ago now, actually. I also experienced racism from the cops for the first time in my life.
Oh? What happened there?
So, just to give you a bit of background, there was a frat party next door that way. Okay? So where my hand is, there was a frat party next door. And long story short, the tenant who lived there went into psychosis, like drug-induced psychosis, and decided to try and kill everybody in the frat party. Okay? And then, bearing in mind, this is at 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the police got called. Bearing in mind, right, okay, there's this one black kid called Miles. I'm not going to share his last name, but I know him as Miles. Miles, I gave Miles my blanket to chuck over the tenant. And basically, he was just. The police came after us, like after him, shouting, "I'm gonna kill you all! I'm gonna fucking kill you! I'm gonna fucking kill you all!" Rocking back and forth right outside. Bearing in mind, we're all sitting there, and we're all trying to calm him down. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Next thing I know, so I drifted off back to sleep. Next thing I know, I'm hearing sirens outside, and I'm like, oh, fuck my life. I wake up, and then I'm hearing shouting, screaming, and I'm like, oh no, this is not good. I might actually have to pull people off of people. So I jumped out of bed, put some clothes on just so I could actually do what I needed to do. And long story short, there were 5 police officers on the black kid.
Holy crap.
On the black kid. They were restraining him exactly like how they did with George Floyd.
Because nobody learns anything.
And this poor kid, he turned around and shouted, "I can't breathe." So they were proper restricting his airway. So, think about this. You can't breathe like this, can you?
No, not really.
No. He had his teeth punched out. He had his arm dislocated, his jaw dislocated. He was bleeding from the nose where the police officers were punching him. Oh my God. And I sat there and I actually shat myself because I didn't know what to do. Okay. So FBI agent, being number 3, I tried to I was like, come on, calm down. It's okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. He's going to come back. He's going to come back. He's going to come back. So me trying to calm the girl who's having some hissing fit because she's having a meltdown because her man's gotten arrested. And then I'm trying to pull all the other girls off of the police officers. So I'm there trying to restrain the whole situation. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So I'm sitting there having some next panic attack out right in front of the ambulance crew. They just sat there and just watched me have that panic attack. They didn't know what to do. I'm just like, fair enough. I carried on dealing with my situation, with my head situation. And then I switched and I was like, Christy, come on, come home. Come on. It's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was just screaming and screaming and screaming. 3 other girls were screaming at the police officers to let Miles go.
Good God. That's insane.
Because and then I've said to one of the police officers, because my whole demeanor changed at this point, because I'm having some panic. After I had this panic attack, calmed down, and I was talking to Christy to come back, I then turned around and said to the officers, yo, mate, I know this seems really weird, but why is he getting arrested? Is it because he's black? Then they assumed I was getting done. They wanted to handcuff me, and I was just like, yo, I don't know what happened, but from what I've been told, one of your colleagues has punched my mate. Let him go. He's done nothing wrong, but other than retaliated. They didn't let him go. And I'm just like, like 2 to 3 months later, I'm seeing him on the property. I'm just like, I'm worried for him at this point.
Mhm.
I'm just like, are you okay? Because I'm worried, and I'm still like, oh, you. And like, he was proper pissed off at my next door neighbour, which is understandable. Because he basically got my mate arrested for no reason. And yeah, I just sat there and I freaked out. I didn't know what to do. I'm still, and then so what happened was Miles kicked off outside, and I said to him, like, they were like all the girls upstairs were like, "You're gonna get arrested! Stop!" I did the smartest choice. Phoned his mate. Wagwan. By the way, you need to come and collect your mate. He's kicked off. Where? Bramble Court. Say no more. Hung up the phone, walked down to the River Walk and met him. And yeah. And that was all because of one little thing. And that was all because one tenant didn't know how to calm himself down.
That's insane.
That's completely insane.
I didn't want to speak out about that, but like, I had to. Now that it's been a year since the problem, since the incident, it's kind of shocking. Because I'm watching those videos and I'm like, it's disgusting what they done to him.
It is.
If I can get the videos, Jenny, would I be able to send them to you?
Yeah, and I'll share them next time I come on.
The most drastic, I've never seen anything quite that drastic. What I have seen is my brother is half Puerto Rican.
Mm-hmm.
And he would be the one, we would be driving home late at night. And we would go through this town called Billings.
Mm-hmm.
And damn near every time, almost every time, the cops it's almost like they earmarked them. Now, he's never really seen it. It's racism. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I don't think he sees it as racism because to himself, he doesn't come off very often like his heritage. But he gets stopped a lot, way more than the average person. A lot of times, he's not even doing anything wrong. Every once in a while, he speeds. He can be a crazy driver on back roads. We call it the oh fuck bar for a reason. And it's invented for drivers like him.
Yes, it's definitely called the oh fuck bar.
But when we're driving
at 120 miles per hour.
When he knows the cops are out and he knows they earmark whatever vehicle he's driving most frequently. Yeah. Like, this was before his DWI. This was way before that. This was when he was just, he'd get off late at the hospital, and I was working at a call center doing a nighttime shift. So I would take the bus over to the hospital, and then we would drive back to my mom and stepdad's when I was living there for a year and a half. And like clockwork. It was insane. It's not as brutal as what you've witnessed at all.
The
I'm not
brutality
saying it
that
doesn't
I've been
happen
through-
out here where I live. I just don't hear about it, maybe. But I've never seen or heard of it happening here. I've heard it happening in other places in the state, especially out in Kansas City and St. Louis, especially Ferguson.
Mm-hmm.
It
The
still
hands
fucks me
up,
to this
yeah.
day. The fact that like I trusted the police, and the fact that like I witnessed what I witnessed, and Echo Spice is like Echo Spice and JDH Record Hounds. You're right. I'm pretty sure like to this day, I'm pretty sure everyone would be like, "Oh fuck,
Mm-hmm.
this situation is fucked."
Let me put it this way. I trust certain cops
Mm.
because my late dad, he was a cop years and years ago in Pure City.
Mm.
And one of the
I'm
things,
talking about
and you
what?
know what had him lose his badge. You've heard the story from Paul.
Yes.
That he fought the old boy system. He was not a fan of exactly what you're talking about. He would speak out loudly so about out against it. So when he got in trouble, you better bet those old boys weren't going to protect him.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Edge says it would call out those cops pretty fast.
The thing was, it went viral on Essex Police, on Snapchat. I think TikTok was a thing at the time as well. It went viral. Like, although it was like top looked for in Essex.
Ugh.
And it just shocked me to this day.
It would
Because
shock anybody. And I've seen some messed up, very abusive, insane situations, and it would have shocked me.
the thing was, like, that kid did nothing wrong. And I know that kid did nothing wrong. I can even tell you that kid did nothing wrong.
That's the world we live in. Little known fact about the JRC 75% of those kids, black. 75%. Black autistic kids, kids with ADHD, Angelman syndrome, and a few other disabilities. But 75% of them. And they come out of poor, out-of-state communities where there are almost no resources for people like us there.
With also the situation, I've only just remembered this. Sorry, Jenny.
No, that's okay. Go ahead. And then I'll
Um,
say what I want to say.
so basically, I remembered Tia. She jumped out and said something. She didn't like. She had to say something. Bearing in mind, this girl she's a lovely girl. She really is. And like she had to say something because she was legit experiencing racism herself. Bear in mind, she's also black. I'm sitting there, I'm like, even if a black person is saying you're being racist, you're being racist. Stop.
Mm-hmm.
And like, bearing in mind, all of the girls were in hysterics. I was the only one that was calm. The member of staff that was on that night, he just sat there and watched this all happen. Bearing in mind, he's supposed to be like, I remember who was on that night because it was Felton. Bearing in mind, you can also tell like from the way like in his photos, he is black as well, and he just sat there and watched. He couldn't, and then he just walked back in because he couldn't watch it anymore. I'm just like, you're a barrister, Felton. You're supposed to stop this.
Jenny, what were you going to say?
Okay, so today and yesterday, I was reminded of something, and it was so maddening.
Let me guess, your
So
family said something fucked up again?
no,
Whoa.
I haven't talked to them in a while, so honestly.
Okay, we're in a good
No.
space.
But
Kinda.
the thing that I heard was when people get diagnosed with like autism or ADD or ADHD, people go, these people need to be fixed.
My God, I have put
Here
up
in
with that.
Canada.
Oh no, it's everywhere. It's
Yeah.
everywhere. It's in the UK. It's here. They have always been trying to fix this. And the reason why the autistic community hates Elon Musk's face is he's one of those people. He wanted to put a brain chip in our brains to fix us.
Fix
So-
us from what? Fix
Yeah,
us from
no,
what?
I'm
I
not
see a flower
kidding.
in the background.
So, isn't Jen or Jen? That's why I spread that on Twitter where she had the picture of Elon Musk right next to Mike Myers, and she's like, "Now that I've seen it, I can't unseen it. See it."
Mhm.
Yeah, I felt the need to spread the love there. That was hilarious. But when
can I
he-
say Michael Myers was not like against any sort of like community?
he against everybody. He against everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
His
He was,
hatred is equal.
yeah.
But
He'll just
anyways,
kill you anyway.
some people have asked
Fuck Musk
me,
and Paul.
and I've said it before on my channel, there is no love lost between Elon Musk and the neurodiversity community at all. When he pulled that whole I have Asperger's stunt on Saturday Night Live, oh my God, it was
Hold on, I need to put my
vicious.
cigarette down for this.
It
Do you want to
was
see a double front flip?
everyone, and I do mean everyone in the community, saying, okay, what is he trying to use his diagnosis to get away with? No.
A lot.
Like, no, you don't get to use the autism shield to protect you from, little Miss Thing who likes to shit in people's beds, or to get away with whatever insanity that you want to get away with, especially after you called us a disease and now you want to claim you're one of us. No.
Okay.
Nobody
There
was
we
having it.
go. Look at this. Guys, look at this. This fucking bitch is at it again.
Oh, look, here's another one. Here's another double front flip.
I'm sorry, it's this low. Maybe I should turn it up for you.
Thank you, Tim.
Oh, God, I need brain bleach. Why?
Oh my god.
My retinas
Right,
are
first things
swollen.
first, we're gonna censor.
I turned it up. I turned it off. I turned it off.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But no, I put that up because it's rumored that she was doing that. What I just showed you while with married to him.
Oh, God.
And that's human trafficking too. So
Echo Spice just turned around and said, 10 points Chloe for great execution, for excellent execution.
Right. DGH says that he wasn't diagnosed ADHD until early 40s, so it was somehow, that explains a shitload about my past. I was diagnosed at 18.
I was diagnosed at the age of 10, so I basically found out I was autistic around about 11.
I was diagnosed at 8 years old.
I spent a good majority of my life being told, but she's so smart, though, to all those people.
Oh, look, there's another double front flip. There's a double front flip.
And a triple back.
Santa Q, you're not wrong.
And I've heard about these photos, her freaking topless parties. If you are with someone,
Please don't.
like, unless it is an agreed upon open relationship,
Yes.
what the hell are you doing?
Yes.
Well, remember in the UK, Johnny said, "Oh, she forgot that we were married, so we got married twice."
What?
Right, everybody, for the camera, do a double front flip right now. Thank you.
Fuck. Ugh. I
Yeah,
hope
we will show
God
you that. I think we should talk about that this week.
I know. I hope I never meet that person in freaking person. Like, if I already have plans, if I ever meet Elon in person, that's going to be a direct throat punch, and that won't even be
I was
over
going to say a
JB.
high five to the face with a baseball bat a couple of times.
Just a throat punch for autistics everywhere.
I was going to say.
Go ahead, Jen.
I was going to say, but the baseball bat is more effective.
So today I was talking to my friend before I went and got shot up, like I told Tiffany about before our stream. It's just a flu shot. It's fine. It's nothing.
I was going to say, really? Jenny,
No,
you're not telling me something.
No, it's all legal. It's fine. Anyway.
I was going to say, like, I would virtually slap you across the fucking face.
Anyways, let me continue what I'm saying, please. So I was talking to my friend about the whole entire thing, and he mentioned someone that I known for years, right? And I was like, oh God. Here it goes. So here's the thing. So my friend is a director and has worked with AH before, right? And Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about this girl named Mandy being around Johnny right now. And I was like, oh God, I know her. So I reached out to someone who was close. And I was like, so, hey, we need to deal with this one now, please, before something bad happens, like now. And they're like, yep, we'll take care of it. Thank you.
It's like you've got like silent ties to the mafia.
Yeah. I get it. Like, I know, just due to my own friends, Rochelle and Jackson, how hated that girl is in Hollywood. Everyone's like, she has all this power. I'm like, the good majority of the people hate her guts. Hate her. Vehemently so.
Mm.
I know this might be the comic book nerd in me, but thank God she didn't get to infect Marvel. Marvel has its own issues. We didn't need that on top of everything else.
Yes. Turning off my heat, and it's way too warm in here now.
Yeah. The thing is, with the person that I messaged, the person I messaged is best friends with Johnny, so I was like, okay, so I can get that person to say, hey,
yo, watch out, motherfucker!
Get rid of this bitch. Basically. Because we don't need it to point out.
Thank you, Buttercup. I like the throat punch. It's quick, it's elegant, and it gets the point across.
Or there's the good old punch to the bollocks.
Yeah,
I know that used to be my go-to as a kid. By the way, when I was dealing with my psychotic stepbrother, that was like, yeah. I went through horrible things as a child, but I didn't go through it quietly. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah, I went through a horrible shit too.
So say we all. Hand up if you had a fucked up childhood.
I'm
You
But it was not the parents' fault.
Oh,
They
no.
could not help that I needed to work to put a roof over our heads. In my situation, it was not their fault.
Oh no.
In my situation, it was my parents' fault, my brother's fault, my whole entire family's fault.
Anyways.
Shout out to
Oh my
school
god,
teacher.
I freaking hate those people, Linda. See, in every community we have that guy. Or
We
that
had
guy.
that one guy.
Yep, that freaking guy that uses their diagnosis as an excuse to get away with their douchebaggery.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the people who
So-
don't even have the diagnosis who claim they do to get away with murder. I've seen it. I've seen the autism defense used to get people, they use it as a chance to get away with murder. Or, oh my god, I'm still not over it. Mr. Loincloth wearing Viking hat guy from the freaking January 6th thing when he used freaking autism as an excuse. I lost my shit. Yes, that's what we want representing us. Freaking loincloth, freaking half naked guy with the Viking helmet and a painted face. Fantastic. He makes a brilliant face for us.
I was gonna say, so I was gonna like I can't do it at the moment because I need to find the censor beat button.
All right, guys. Well, it's getting to be that time. We've been on nearly 2 hours now, and I gotta watch some things to wash the last 3 days out of my brain. And I'm sorry, I know you've not been on with us very long, Jenny, but we're gonna
It's
go
okay.
ahead and close out for this evening. I want to thank everybody for coming out. DJ H, Planet Q, Buttercup, Zod, Linda, Echo Spice, Streams of Anubis. We've had quite a few people here. It's been a nice showing this evening. Thank you all, guys, for coming to the stream and listening to us chat. We really appreciate it. Now, don't forget on Wednesdays, when they can, Planet Q and Jenny are on over at Twitch. For shits and giggles, they always have an interesting topic. So
I've also got to say my goodbyes as well because I might not be able to jump on streams anymore.
yes, we have that as well. So we got to say goodbye to Miss Chloe until I can figure out how to do a Saturday stream without dropping dead on Sunday mornings. So, folks, it's been really fun. It's been interesting. It's been educational. And some of it's been downright shocking and horrific. I'm sorry you had to see that, Chloe. And we appreciate everyone's time here on this channel. Thank you, Miss Chloe. Thank you, Miss Jenny. Don't forget to catch Jenny and Shalana, Planet Q's Queen, over on Twitch on Wednesdays. And as we always say at Spilling Tea, it's already too late for me. I'm stumbling over words. We hope you all have a good one. Bye-bye, everyone.